Alright, we're going to do another quick tutorial here on using a sound effect to enhance a clip of audio while also using the principle of theater of the mind. Alright, we're going to start with our audio clip here, or our video clip actually, which is taken from my backyard. Just a little bit of a backyard fire. Now you can hear in the audio here that there's really not a whole lot going on. You can hear a couple pops, a little bit of ambience from outside, and a couple flickers coming in from the fire, but from that little pause there's really not much going on in this. What we want to do is enhance it and make this sound a lot better than what it is, basically by cheating. So that's what we're going to do. Now you can see that our clip here is 34 seconds, right down here. So we're going to go ahead and shrink this. Now we're going to do this using a couple programs. The first one is Adobe Audition. So we're going to go ahead and bring that up. Now Adobe Audition isn't anywhere near as robust or as powerful as Pro Tools. But for a basic audio editor, it does a good job. You can get some quick editing done and a couple enhancements and things like that. So plus it's got an easy interface and it's real quick to use. So we're just going to go ahead and go with Audition here. Now what I have here is an audio clip of some cellophane from a cigarette wrapper. I took my Tascam DR40 and just kind of was crinkling the cellophane in my hand, and I got this sound. Alright, now that sounds pretty cool. What we're going to do is we're going to use this little clip here to actually enhance that fire video that we had. So the first thing that we need to do is make ourselves a loop. That way we can just keep running it through the entire video. So when we make a loop, I like to start with a transient. We'll go with something right about here. Now we also know that our video is 34 seconds long, so what we're going to do is we're just going to be, in a minute we're going to loop this around. So we're going to make our loop about a little over 3 seconds. This looks perfect too because we're right there at a transient, right in this little area. And if you look right down here, our length is 3.14 seconds. So take a listen here. Alright, seems pretty smooth, no pops, nothing out of line or anything. So we're going to go here to Save Selection, and we're just going to save this in our files as Cellophane Crinkle Loop. We'll save that. Oh, we already have one. We're going to go ahead and overwrite that. And then go back to here. We're going to open up that cellophane loop now. Now we're going to get this opened. And here's our loop. Now the first thing that I want to do is boost this up a little bit because the audio is a little bit low on it. And we really want this to stand out in the video. So we're going to highlight the entire selection, and we're just going to go to Effects, Amplitude, and we're going to give this a 6 dB boost, bring it up a little bit. There we go, that sounds pretty good. Don't want to be too overpowering with it because we're just going to be subtle with what we're doing. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to send this into the multi-track. So I should have explained that a little bit more thoroughly there. All I did was click on Insert to Multitrack. Now our clip, we're going to go up here to the multitrack view. Our clip is now in the multitrack. Now we're going to do something real simple. We just want this to be able to play all at once, so we're just going to loop this. So we're going to go to Clip Duplicate. Now we already have one, so we're going to come here and duplicate this 10 times. Now our clip runs 10 times, and let's get a little read here on exactly how long we are. Alright, right now our length is at 34.56. That's almost perfect. So with 34 seconds, that's going to match up with our video just fine. So we'll bring all this back to the beginning here. Run it through just to make sure that the loop's good. And now what we're going to do is, just like a bounce in Pro Tools, we are just going to do a mix down on this file here. So, oops, we're going to go to mix down file, all audio clips. Boom, just like that. Now we have our 34-second sound clip here. And what we want to do is go save selection. And we're just going to type this in as Cellaphane Loop Mixdown. All right. So that takes care of our effect. Now what we're going to do is go into Windows Live Movie Maker, and I already have our video loaded up here. As you can see, I've got this in here. Same with the audio from the phone, which is what this was shot on. Now I want to keep that a little bit because there's some ambience in here, so we're just going to kind of blend the two of them together. If I wanted to, I could completely shut this off and just use the effect, but I like the ambience a little bit, you know, from the outside that you could hear. Plus there's a couple pops in here that we want to keep as well. So we're going to go ahead and stop this, bring it all the way back to the beginning, and we're just going to toss in our little file here. We're going to click on Add Music, go back over, Cellaphane Crinkle Mixdown Loop. We're going to open that up, and as you can see right here, right above our little slideshow, now we have our audio, and it says Cellaphane Loop Mixdown. Now our audio is playing right along with that video. Sounds pretty neat. Now all we need to do, we'll stop this and we'll go ahead and save the video, and the finished product will be coming out in just a moment. We'll see what that looks like. Well, there you go. Some cellophane, a quick loop, and our fire sounds fantastic. And if I wouldn't have shown you how to do it, you'd have just gone on believing that that's exactly what that fire sounded like. Trickery.